Good morning. It's about 10 a.m., 10:30-ish. I'm at Rotary Park, Adanac Ski Hill. I'm out to prove a point to the city. Lucky for me, it snowed last night. It's only about -2 degrees. But regardless, I was going to do this bike ride. The snow just makes it emphasizes my point more. Sudbury needs to clear bike infrastructure. So I'm leaving Adanac and I'm going to go up to the Kingsway. They built a new bike path on the Kingsway. But the point I'm trying to prove is you want people to use it, connect it. It's basically like a stranded island. I guess you can call it that. There's 3 bike lanes less than a kilometer away that they could have connected the Kingsway one to. So I'm just gonna hang it right here. So this is a nice street, it's quiet. If I remember right, it has a painted bike lane. I could be wrong. You know, a funny thing about just having gone through Rotary Park, there's 3 other sets of bike paths going through there. So it's not just me out this morning. There's 3 other people biking this morning through Rotary Park. The best thing I say about Rotary Park is that it connects to Junction Creek with a slow, minor inconvenience of a road. If you take Mountain Street, it connects right to St. Anne's Road. You know, where the big mall is. No bike lane on that road though. Or you could take Junction Creek Trail. And it brings you to New Sudbury. So the road coming up is Atlee. This road has a full bike lane. It connects Barry Down and LaSalle and even goes through the lights to Falconbridge. So you can get even to Garson from there, you know? There's a car coming, I'll wait my turn. Oh, she's turning, okay. We have a little speed bollard here, and right here's the bike lane. I wouldn't believe it's under all this snow and slush and muck and gunk. Well, too bad for folks on the road then. You know, I don't even think the road was plowed though. I mean, the snow just looks pushed aside by car tires. Nice light. And then the bike lane, they put a bollard out here, slow traffic. It says to share the road. Well, they don't. And then it begins again here. Man, it's a nice morning for a bike ride. Like I said, it's about -2. Not horrible. I'm really warm. I can breathe very well thanks to the cool air. Oh, someone drove through the bike lane around a corner. Big surprise, but I guess, hey, at least the corner's clear. There's some of you commenters out there, well, they cleared it for you. Yeah, but look at that, it's back to slush. It's a very well used bike lane. I see a lot of bikes on it. Like I said, it connects LaSalle, which doesn't have a bike lane, to the upper part of Barry Down, which again, the whole road doesn't have a bike lane. I'm just trying my best to stay out of the slush. Looks like this area is pretty clear. So, I use the bike lane. Gotta be happy with the city just did this to it. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, Finland, well, Netherlands, the Dutch, they all leave a layer of snow on top because it makes for great traction. And you don't, without the salt on the roads, you don't end up with this slush. We're coming up to Barry Down. Here's where the city went and muffed up. The bike lane goes straight through, and they painted it as such. The people who want to turn think you're in your way. Well, I plan on turning here, so this bike lane carries through, and I'm not biking on the road here. Fork that. I'm just get on the sidewalk. Looks like a snowplow has been through here. Now, a tip I received, sorry it's loud, but tip from the Greater Sudbury Police. They say on a road like this, there's black pavement underneath this snow to my left, between the sidewalk and the road. There is absolutely no law against biking on that section of the pavement. You just got to mind the posts in the way. The city can't do anything. The police won't do anything. They don't even call it a sidewalk. All right. Now the bike lane begins right there at that corner for some reason. It didn't go all the way down to Atlee. Strange, right? And the intersection at Falconbridge to get to Auger, well, it doesn't exist at all. It's been a while since I've been through this area. I've only, like on a bike, I've only seen it driving past. So I know that one block is a bike lane. Under this snow is a bike lane. Across the street there's a bike lane. You know, it's funny. There's no bike crossing here. Strange, right? You tell bikers, stay out of the pedestrian crosswalk. Well, they didn't put a bike crosswalk, so what am I gonna do? Anyway, I saw a thing on Sudbury.com this morning. Traffic to avoid that intersection, they're paving. It's funny, I bet rush hour, which is less than an hour, I bet traffic was backed up past here. With the bike lane on the curb up here, I could just keep going. No traffic, just keep going. Alright, so you can see there they paint a bike crossing against this entrance. How nice of them. Whew. I'm running out of breath. It's a good workout. There's another. I guess the plow got a little bit of the bike lane, less than a foot. But what the hey, it's enough for my tires. Going uphill again. Whew. Another crossing for a bike lane. But where's the bike lane? Like, it literally snowed last night, so At least the sidewalk's been touched. You can tell that everything got pushed into the bike lane now. You see the snow mound? Yeah, everything got pushed into it. Oh, that's wet. That was deep. All right. I know the bike lane continues under here. I can't, for the life of me, remember exactly where it starts. Or ends, I should say. The other side is no different. At least it has one, but there's no plow. Look at all this extra room. That amount of space. You can't argue you couldn't put a bike lane there years ago simply by painting it. Instead, they waited and waited and waited and waited. People live up in this area. Lots of people work in this area. It's mostly industrial. Whew. This makes for a nice casual ride. Perfectly safe in the snow. If you all notice, I'm not even on my fat bike. Again, to prove a point, it's safe to bike in the winter. It makes studded tires for bikes just like cars. I don't have them. I have good mountain bike tires, so pretty sure at this point the bike lane has ended. It doesn't go much past that last set of lights. But again, look at all the room they have to just paint. I don't know why they're stalling. What was it? $80 million project they just announced. Some art center. Yeah, 80 million bucks. See what this guy's doing? That's illegal. You learn taking your driver's test, you can't block crosswalks. Oy vey. That's in the book before you even get your learner's permit. I don't understand. I don't know where the plow went on that one, but okay. Oh well. Common Sudbury driving hazard, you know? Anyway, I'm still trying to figure the city's excuse for not building this bikeway. Lots of room. You know? Lots and lots and lots of room. You just paint it. It's pavement anyway, so just paint it. Put paint on it. Done. Problem solved. The curbs, for the most part, don't exist. Starting to wish I'd come through here before in the summer. But, well, I planned this anyway today. I just wasn't expecting the snow. But it proves my point more. I'm not biking in that mush. Forget that. You want to go ahead and call biking in the winter unsafe? Oh, I'll agree with you if it looks like that. And even then, a fat bike can just go through it, no problem. Mountain bike, it's doable. but it is dangerous. However, it is much more dangerous to be on the road. For all accounts and purposes, I would have had to go around those puddles. For example, traffic behind me. This road's normally very busy, but oh wait, it's a 5-6 lane road that we don't need, but it insists to stay that big. I can see why the plow went around this way. The car's sticking out. My wife tells me last night driving was very, very slippery. Well, what if, say you work the night shift somewhere, not so much the night shift, maybe you got off at 10 p.m. She was out around 5, sliding everywhere, freezing rain. Well, what if you got off work and you're on the road? Oh boy, looks like the plow gave up here. Here's where it gets a little more unsafe to bike in winter, because it's mush. But clearly people come through here, lots of footprints, that's for sure, and it's doable. I'm just on a mountain bike, I'm going. I guess 20 plus years of doing it, more, almost 30 I guess. Been biking since I was a kid. You just learn. Take it slow. You see how it's angled a bit down. Yeah, it starts sliding down. Don't let your pedal get too tight. You're just gonna spin out. Oh boy, okay. Here. Slow down, mind your surroundings. You see there's no curb here. I'm so used to biking this street in winter though, because believe it or not, this little plot back behind the cars used to have a house. I lived up there. It's kind of so I bike this section all the time. Even had to walk with my little sister 4 or 5 foot high snowbanks to catch the bus to go to school. The city, 20 years later, 25 actually, nothing's changed. They still don't plow this section. How nice of them. But yet they claim, what is the number? 32% of greenhouse gases emitted in Sudbury comes from cars. And this is the junk those of us who don't want to drive everywhere, who can't afford a car or just like to bike, have to deal with. You see a grain of snow on the road? Of course not. That is very unfortunate. It hasn't changed in that long. But if you look how deep it is, I'm cruising along. I bet if I had my electric fat bike, I'd be, well, cruising a lot easier. Maybe not so much faster. You take your time. It's like the road. Drive to the conditions. Conditions here are horrible. That guy's clearly speeding. That's another thing with this road. Speed limit's 50 at this point because there's houses. Well, that means 80. I don't know if everyone needs their speedometer checked or what, but it's just the way it is. Oh, it's too bad they didn't finish the bike lane all the way down here, isn't it? Now it's sidewalk. I understand they'd have to buy property from homeowners or crazy idea, close one traffic lane, and you can have two directions of bike lane in the same spot, which, by the way, can be plowed by a road plow at the same time as the rest of the road. What a crazy idea that is. Oh well, fun times. We're almost downtown. Ah crap, the light changed on me last second. Oh, but that car went through a red light. Ooh. All this muck, I'm gonna have to wash my bike, give it a good wax. Oh look, another set of bike tires. You see that? I'm practically on them. Fat tires too. I'm not the only one out biking. Like I said before, I wasn't the only one on Junction Creek. It'll be funny. That's the same person whose fat tires I saw on Rotary Park. So as of right here, there's still no bike lane. But we're almost downtown. You can see the water tower way up there. I'm not going to take that hill, thank you. Ouch. Trees in the face. So, back to my point. We're back to no bike lane, but look at all the space again. It's pavement under there. Paint it. There's your bike lane. Paint. Honestly, just want to go somewhere safe and not fussy. Now this hill's kind of funny. The sidewalk goes to the side because that's where the housing is. But if you stick to the left, again, it's pavement. Like the road. Could be painted a bike lane. Funny, isn't it? It's all already laid out, but they cry, we have no money to make them, let alone, you know, maintain them. For the time being, I guess I'll stick to the sidewalks. It's nice to know that people with disabilities people who don't want to drive, and low income, can't afford a car, we're second-rate people in the city's eyes when it comes to travel. They say, oh, take the bus. Oh, you just raised the bus fares. All right, this is gonna be a long time since I've done this hill in the winter. I know from experience, go slow because it gets icy at the bottom. I'm just gonna go around this person. All right, so we're downtown. Remember I said we started This connects to right where the mall is. There's a trail right down here. Take you to Mountain Street, take you right to Rotary Park, and complete the circle. Whew. So Sudbury, connect to your bike lanes if you want us to use it, and maintain them too. That helps a lot. Believe me, it's very much appreciated. Just have a look at my bike here. All the slush on the frame, all the slush in my chain. I gotta clean all that when I get home. Wouldn't have to if the plow went through. Oh well, enough for today. Back on the city. I'm gonna put a link back in description, that's what it's called, for my petition. Whew. You get the time, send it, share it, whatever, sign it. Very, 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 very much appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Take care of yourself and each other.